So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like an imposter here. I think it's just looking back at how long it has taken me to like sit down and have this chat again. So when the year began, I want to be very vulnerable here. I want to be very honest with myself and honest with anyone watching me. And just talk about life, because life happens, right? And I think my experience may be different to someone else, but I think what I go through and what you go through is also something that someone somewhere else is going through. So when the year started, I was pretty excited about it, and I knew what exactly I wanted out of this year. I knew when it comes to my work, I want to get to a certain level in my experiences and my skills. I knew when it came to my personal and development growth, I wanted to be somewhere by the end of the year. And my mantra actually for this year was the year of becoming. It was the year for me to become the best version of myself in all aspects, in my work life, in me being a mom, in me being Caroline. It was about me tapping into my gifts. Was a year about for me tapping into my talents and just making use of what God has given me to really grow myself, financially grow myself, career-wise, grow myself, faith-wise when it comes to my faith and all those things. And I remember I was drafting and writing basically everything, and Q1 was quite good for me. Q1, I really tried to push out content. I have another channel where I talk about job leads, and it's more of a financial channel. And then Q2 came, and for some reason things took a turn, and not for the best, but of course, yeah, like I didn't have the energy to really look at those areas and ask myself questions and find answers within them. I didn't really find it important. Yeah, so I didn't find it really important for me to continue doing those things. I would wake up in the morning and I'm like, today I'm going to create this, today I'm going to talk about this. But then again, when I'm out of bed, I just don't have the energy. All I want to do is just sleep and just be in bed and, just do nothing. And I've carried that for so long, I think for the past few months, and I had to get to a point and really ask myself what was really going on within me. And when you really listen, sometimes, sometimes the answers you get are very unexpected, because you have the answers within you, trust me. So if you're planning to do something but for some reason you're just getting to a point of I can't do it, ask yourself why. So I've taken time to really look at my journey, and not just for this year, but also look at everything I've set my mind to do and I've started, and then anything that I've not been able to really see to the fulfillment of it. I've taken time to look at that. And the answers I found for myself, it might be different to everyone else, is first of all, when something within you is great and powerful and can really change your life and the life of those around you, the devil will try to fight it in very different ways. So he can use friends. Yes, friends. He can use family members. He can use diseases. He can use anything. Because I'm just looking at my journey and I'm like, I can't really say I had something really serious going on with me. I wasn't like really sick that I can't work. But I know at some point I collaborated or I did something with someone, and then from there my energy levels just, And when I just look at the journey, I remember a friend of mine was having a conversation and they were just telling me, do you know they are energy vampires? And I think when we were having that conversation, it was coming from a point of sexual intercourses. When you have a sex intercourse with a man or a woman who is just out there to get your energy, and they like typically and literally get it to a point that you feel so drained you can't do anything. But then again, when I look at my journey right now and everything in my life, I've come to realize that energy vampires are not just people you have sex with, but also people you share ideas with, people you talk, people you share your plans with. We need to be very discerning. We need to be very discerning. And one thing I think I'm grateful for me and this journey is that by the time I was coming to a realization like this is happening, I've had signs, I've had dreams, like when you just sleep and something just comes up and you're sure this is what God is trying to show you, this is what the message is about in your dream, but you can't validate it because you're like, no, it can't be that person, it can't be like that, but then again, over the last week I experienced something quite profound. And I think the message that I got during that period actually is the one that has made me to actually sit down here and make this video. I'm making this video because I want to be honest with myself. I want to be accountable for my actions, for my failures and for not doing the things that I know I'm supposed to do. And what happened is that basically I got a message of even spirits and things. Sometimes, you can want something for so long and something will just discern it like good and stuff. And just basically it was a message that was talking more about discerning. It's discerning the people close to you. It's discerning the spirit they carry in them. It's looking at everything you've done around the people you are and see, are you sharing my excitement with me, and not just in a physical body but also in spirit? Are you a person whose my spirit and your spirit are aligning and we can do things together? Because if the spirit, remember guys, we are very spiritual beings, and if the spirits are not aligning, then no matter how much you physically align with someone in doing some things, there will always be a cost. And for me, I think the cost has been me just being in a point where I'm just okay. I'm not living life to the fullest. I'm not living in my purpose. I'm not doing the things that I know bring me joy, and not only joy but also grow me as an individual. I'm just living in life where I'm just comfortable. I wake up, I work, I get paid at the end of the month. By the middle week, I don't have any money because of the bills and things like that. I know I want more, and I know I have a million ideas in my head on how we can get these things done. But then when it comes to me actualizing on those things, there's just something pulling me behind. That is also a sign that whatever you have within you is very, very strong. It's something that is going to change your life, and you should just give it life. Find a way to honestly do it despite all the things that we feel. Like when I woke up today, I think for every week I always like, this week I'm going back to creating content, this week I'm going to and then today I just woke up and I was like, what, let me do it. I'm gonna do it. I will do it no matter what. I'm just going to do it, and here I am doing it. And I think I wanted this to be the first video that I make and just post on my YouTube channel, because it's a message to me. I need to discern, and I need to know that I'm living this life for me. I need to know that God didn't create me to just walk around and just be around, but I was created to live in His purpose. I was created to live in the Spirit and do the things that will bring glory to Him and His kingdom. And how do I do that? How do I bring that glory? It's basically me living in, the talents, the gifts that I've been given, share them with the world. So with that said, expect to be seeing more content like this. Honestly, I'm very passionate about growth, individual growth, self-development, and just becoming the best versions of ourselves. And one thing I know for a fact is that when I sit down and share these conversations, I don't do them more for the masses, but I also do them for myself. When I talk about something, I get something. Someone said last week that God doesn't plant what you eat, but God blesses. Like when you look at sowing and what do we call this? That metaphor has disappeared, but basically if you want to harvest something, you need to sow something, and this is me sowing to my dream, this is me sowing to my self-development, this is me sowing to the higher version of myself, and at the end of the day I'll come and repeat. So yeah, that is it for me today. I hope you guys hear what I had to say, like really listen to what I had to say. I'll be seeing you very shortly, very shortly, with more videos on growth and development and things like that. So bye.